Welcome back everyone to Edgewater, Saskatchewan for episode 17 with me, MrSealyp. It's 6:17 in the morning, it's June 2. I have got a fertilising contract has popped up. I've been clearing the yard. I mean, it's not really a yard, it's mostly grass still. I've got a fertilising contract on field 31, which is the field here around behind the farm. So I'm going to grab the fertiliser spread up, we're going to whiz out and do that. I've moved a lot of stuff off the grass. I am intending to do that baling I was talking about today. We're going to use the QuickBaler, so we're going to be on how we were on get rich slow scheme. We're on the now get rich quick scheme. So we should be using the QuickBale, hopefully with the ultimate baling pack. The slurry situation, I forgot to turn it off. It turns out people message to say they have been using this silo, they have been using this, and this works fine. It's the combination, we think, of this being right next to this, because everything is registering as being in this silo, but it's also registering as being in here. And the problem is this is running, but it can't draw from the silo, it has to draw from here. Although I did put everything into this, not into that, it's registered that it's gone into there. That's why I forgot to turn it off. So I'm sitting on 393,000 litres of slurry and it hasn't used any of the wood chip, water or straw. Now I have no intention of using that wood chip, water and straw. What I'm probably going to do at some point, I'm going to take it all out, put it into a trailer. It's going to take a while, I know, but if I reset the trailer, I know it's not realistic, and but if I reset the trailer and go and collect it and bring it back, every time you reset it you lose what's in it. So I can kind of gradually drain that. That's the only thing I can think of, really. Yeah. So I've leased a tanker, and I'll bring the tanker up. We're going to drain that. Between June 1 and June 2, we now have a slurry store, slurry sell point. MissyB has come to town, down at the Grain. Is it Grain West? Grain West. Yeah, down at Grain West, near my potato fields. Anyway, we've got a point of sale. It's not mega money, I'm pretty sure when I did the slurry, what one was it? Attingham Park? I was getting like 1,700 for 1,000 litres. I was making a fortune on slurry. I think it's only paying out well, it was paying 500 and something. Oh, iPad hasn't dropped, actually, I just saying, realised. Where are we? I'll check it. But we should be able to make some money. Now this is also a test today. Slurry 549. So sell everything as a 55, 549. It's a good price. It's not fantastic, but considering what's happened here, I'll take it. And like I say, I'm not going to. I mean, I could just say, you know what, I'm going to keep draining it, leave it running, drain it, leave it running. Same as it is with the seed situation over at my seed production. I'm not taking the mick with it. I'm not going to go mad. I'm just going to empty it, and then I'll either leave it, I won't run it again. I'm not going to come back and use the wood chip. I'm not going to use the straw that's stored in there. I'm going to get rid of it, or it will just stay there indefinitely. I don't know, I haven't decided. I'll probably empty it. I guess the thing to do, or thing I could do, if I dismantle the silo, I could get rid of the silo, because I only put the silo in to put wood chips in. And if I've used the wood chips, I could get rid of the silo and then replace the silo. That might be a quicker way, rather than doing load after load after load to empty it. Maybe, but then would it then show it storing? I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, fertilising first. The test today is going to be of the bale storage, because I've still had messages after I spoke about it before. I know people are getting fed up. They're getting fed up with me saying the same things again. They're getting fed up with me talking about weeds. They're getting fed up. It is what it is. I talk about what I talk about, and that would just kind of get on with it. But actually, I need to turn that off. I don't want it on auto. Let's turn that, because I don't want to waste too much. Do that. Deactivate automatic application rate. Change application rate. I think it's as low as it will go, 18 kilograms. Yep. Do that and that. Right. So we're good to go. Yeah, so that bale storage, people are still messaging me to say that it is still, say, not working. That the 200, let's get this going. That the 200 bale limit is still a thing. Now I did wonder, and I did say I wasn't sure, because when I did my testing I bought bales, I didn't make them. If you create bales you'll hit the limit, but the point was you were supposed to be able to store them in there and it kind of puts them into the ether. But for some people it's still registering as saying they've made 200 bales and it won't let them make any more. Some people it's allowed them to make more. They've put the bales into that storage because that one holds 800, and every time they try and take a bale out it says you've exceeded your 200 bale limit, sell some. But they can't sell them because they can't take them out of the storage, so they've got 300, 400, 500 bales in that storage that they can't actually access, which is a bit of a problem. Now the quick bale I'm going to use today, I'm going to set it, when I did silage baling before I was doing 3,500 litre bales. I'm going to set it at 150 centimetre bales, so they should be up around 5,000 or 6,000 litre bales. So I might not even get to the 200 bale limit. If I don't, that's great, it doesn't matter, and then I'll go around and I'll gather them up. I mean, realistically, if I don't hit the 200 bale limit I could just leave them wherever they are and then gather them up when they've turned into silage if I wanted to, but that will look a bit unsightly around the map. So yeah, and we should be able to do it fairly quickly because the quick bale I should be able to keep going with the ultimate bale pack. I should be able to have the mowers, the rear mower will have a trailer attached, the trailer attached will have the baler on, and I can just go, and we should be able to bale. Now obviously I haven't got 3 of my fields that I had grass in last time I did this, so potentially we might be down a little bit. But then that said, I did then go out and I did more of the municipal verges after last time because I've got a load of grass for my sheep. So yeah, I mean we might still be up around that. Okay. Doesn't matter. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to sell the harvester as well because I'm going to need a bigger harvester. It was very noisy, that one, so I've taken that down to the store. That's ready to sell. I'm going to pick up the tanker, take the slurry down and sell the slurry, and we'll finish this contract. Yeah, so that's what I was intending to do today. I was going to show you that plot I said about the municipal plot for poplar. I might do that. I've got a couple of options for poplars as well. The poplar situation is I could use the standard poplar planting device. Is it the Damcon PL75? I haven't actually looked. With poplar pallets, or there is that multi-planter that I used for doing, or I could have used for doing the potatoes, the GL compactor, the Grimmer. I could use that because that allows you to plant poplars, and I think I did that. Did I do that on Western Wilds? Where did I do it? I know I've used it. So it depends if I want to go realistic and do it properly, or use the Grimmer compactor. All decisions to make, all things to try out. I'm pretty sure if I use the compactor though, I'm going to have to plough out a field first, and then once the field's ploughed out I can use that. But I'm pretty sure with the Damcon I can set it on allow create fields and I can plant into whatever's there. Now what I'm probably going to do on that municipal patch is I'm going to mow and bale that first, because if there's grass on there I might as well utilise the fact I can get the grass. So yeah, all sorts of things as per usual, buzzing around in my head. Last episode didn't do very well. I was really surprised. The herbiciding and bees and whatnot and free slurry, yeah, it sort of tanked a little bit, and I'm not quite sure why. Tell your friends, it's there, it's part of the series. It happens sometimes. I'm just worried that that's it now. People have gone, nah, bored of this again. Oh, anyway, I'm going to carry on. Let's turn it off a second and let's check where we've got to. We are all the way up here. It's not going to show me, is it? That's the point. Because it won't show me on there. Because we've got precision farming on. And because it's a contract, I can't see. Nitrogen. No, can't see where I've been. Ah, that's a problem. I don't know what to do. Have I come across that before? See, normally when I'm doing it, I've been fertilising on a field where you can see where you've been. Because this has got a crop in it, I can't see where I've been. Ah. Well, what? I don't know what to do here. that's a problem. Because on these bigger fields, if you own the fields, you can see where you've been. That's not a problem. Because I haven't thought about that. I haven't encountered that before. Oh well, I'll just have to carry on. I'll carry on as best I can. I'm trying to look to see if I can see a darker. I don't know if I'm just imagining that actually. Well, yeah, you can sort of see it. Sort of, maybe. Let's get her done. Field 31 is complete. It actually wasn't too bad. Once you kind of got your eye in, you could see where fertiliser had gone down. Right, I've had a phone call from Larry and Brenda, you know, the Saskatchewan Mafia. They've been out in the night. They've removed some fencing for me so we can get onto that plot of land, but Larry has said that I need a permit. Whilst they are allowing me to cut the grass and the verges and stuff like that, because it needs to be done, so I'm kind of being contracted to do it, for insurances and that kind of stuff, I need to pay for a permit to be able to do that, which only seems fair. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back into here, and if you remember, was it under others? These here. So the daily deductions. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick one of those down. This one's the 1,000. We've already done a... What did we do before? I can't remember. Was it a box? I think we did 100, was it? If we put that down there, because we need some oil. So that covers the cost of our permit. So for 1,000, yeah, there's a little box there. What was that for? Oh, that was for using the fertiliser thing, wasn't it, I think? If I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember now. So yeah, 1,000 a day will be taken away, and that's going to be to pay for the permit to be able to cut the grass. That seems right, it really does. So I've also had another thought. I know I said about my slurry, I was putting 90,000 litres of straw in. I've got another 8,000 litres over there, and because it was half as much straw to wood chip and water, it would make about 180,000 litres, I think. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take 180,000, maybe 200, I mean thereabouts. I might put the other 8,000 litres of straw in from over there as well. I will sell that only, and then what I will do is what I might do is fill the trailer. I think I'll fill the trailer, I'll sell about 200,000 litres of it. The rest of it, when the trailer goes back, will go with it. That way I haven't taken advantage of this situation at all. I'll only have sold the slurry that I would have made. That seems about right. This silo, I think what we'll do, we'll dismantle it and I might move it. If I move it away from that, I'm trying to think where though. Maybe over here a little bit further. I don't know. It's going to mess up my landscape a little bit. Or for the time being I might just leave it and then we'll see how we go. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to whiz down. We're going to sell the harvester. We're going to pick up the trailer. I've got a dolly for it because it's one that requires a lorry and we don't have a lorry yet. Honestly, I don't know how other farmers do this. I really don't know. Without putting stuff in or without skipping ahead much further, how they get to a point where they're doing multi-million dollar harvests so fast, I don't know. Anyway, right, down to the store we go. Nearly there. Let's get in amongst it. Right, so I'll move the tanker. The tanker is a TLX 48 foot. It's got a bit of a monster capacity to it, but that's fine. Taking it to the sell point might be a little bit... Actually, no, it shouldn't be too bad. We've got enough room at the yard to swing round as well with a dolly on it, so we should be okay. I don't know if this tractor is just that massive, but the tanker looks really small on the back of that. I thought it was going to look a lot bigger. Right, let's sell the harvester. We're not going to make a lot of money on this. That's wrong. That one there. Oh, I need to go that side. This side. There we go. Oh, it's alright, 28 grand. So let's sell that. 4,800 for that. So what I've got to keep... Oh yeah, I've just remembered we're into a new day. Let's see what's available on the second-hand market. Oh, look at that. A Volvo. 52% off. 71 grand. I mean, are we going to need a lorry yet? Probably not yet, actually. I'm better off buying land than I am buying that. We can use a dolly with the tractors we've got. I've got enough horsepower. That's not bad. 39.9. We've got 3 tractors. We're alright for that. Yeah. Nothing stands out. I was hoping we might have a nice cheap harvester. So I'm doing what I've done before. I'm looking for a cheap-ish harvester with a fairly good capacity. The case I used on Griffin was one that I really like. I can't remember. Was that by Casearias? I'm trying to think now. That's a little bit much, isn't it? But at least people know we're coming. Warning, idiot with tanker. Actually, I'll turn those off before I have a fit, I think. Something I didn't notice, I was so busy focusing on just my driving and the sounds and the seat suspension. I didn't even notice the decal on the inside the windscreen. Someone messaged me and said they find it really frustrating. If you go for the twin turbo, which gives you the extra horsepower, that's there automatically. You can't remove that decal. At least I don't think you can. The good thing about what we're doing is, yes, it cost me 20 grand to place it, and if I do poplars and we do more wood chip later on, and if I do manage to get more straw later on, we can run it again, and hopefully if I move the silo it'll run properly. Honey's producing, that's doing really well, but we've managed to utilise 2 things that weren't, you know, providing you're on a farm or a farm area map that has got somewhere you can sell your slurry, or if you, like I said, if you can put one in, if there's a sell point you can put in. A lot of people, what they'll do is before they start, let's hop out. Before they start, don't I open that up? I do. Before they start in an area, they'll make sure sell points and things they want require will already be there, so it feels like it's kind of part of the map. Doesn't look so good. Let's just go a bit straight onto there, so that's a bit more. It's a bit better. Yeah, so yeah, if you're on a map that's already got a slurry sell point, or you put one on, well, I'm utilising 2 things that wouldn't have paid out particularly well. Like I said, I could have done wood pellets. I could have done that route. There are different things you can do with straw. I mean, I've used straw in the manure factory. I did that on Silver Run. Could have made manure, and then the manure can be used for all different sorts of things. So there are certain things that, whilst they're not particularly great in their own right, they can then be used to make other things, which will make you a bit more moolah. So I'm going to fill this up. This is going to take a little bit of time. Like I said, I'm only going to sell probably 200,000 litres of it. Or actually, what have I got? 393. If I do the 193 and then leave 200, and then that way it's all above board and it's all, you know, it's all good. And then what we'll do, actually, while we're here, we might as well go into the brochure. Let's go into the brochure and have a look at what we're going to be leasing. So as far as mowers go, we're going to go for that one. Do I leave it as Governland or do I go Vicon? No, I'm going to leave it as that. Let's lease that. 1,000 something. That, I want to have it on swathing mode. That's fine. I need a rear hitch. I want a low pin hitch on that, I think. I'm going to leave that. I'll leave that as it is. I might change the chassis colour because I'm feeling fruity. Yeah, that'll do. Lease that. 3,000, that's not too bad. Then we come out of there and we go down to our balers, and this is where it gets a bit more interesting. We are going to lease the quick bale. Only 60 grand to buy. I hope one of those pops up. That's fantastic. but we are going to change a few things on this. So I'm going to get that out in a moment with a few changes we're going to make. I am going to, oh, that's it, silage additive tank. I'm going to put that on. We're going to go, yeah, let's do that. I'm going to leave the wheels as they are, I think. Foil colour though, I'm going to go, do we go Valtra green or that green? Let's go, yeah, we'll go Valtra green. And I think, oh no, that's a bit much. What's up here? Light silver. Yeah, that's alright. We'll go light silver. Rim colour, probably do light silver as well. I quite like that. I don't want a license plate. I was going to say I was going to come out, but it doesn't matter. 3,000. So that's actually all in 7,790. Plus the fact we're going to be paying 1,000 a day for the ability to utilise land. Obviously I've got my land around here. It's got all the grass here. I've got my grass field next door, which is good to go. And we'll do the verges and we'll do what we can. Like I say, I'm going to set it at 150cm bales, and we might, well, I think, what did we get, 184 bales last time? We won't, I say we won't. I don't think we'll get 184 bales. We should get a lot less. And then over the next couple of days, July, possibly into August, they'll be ready to go. Once we've sold this, that'll put the money up a little bit more as well. And we should be in a pretty good position to have a look round for either if a second-hand harvester comes up. Oh, close that. Or if no, I'm going to put those on. Don't want to spill this anywhere. What was I going to say? Yeah, or if I can find a cheap-ish one. And when I say cheap-ish, I'm sort of thinking 150 grand sort of job. I don't want to. I mean, realistically, yeah, harvesters are expensive. I could go up 400,000 or 500,000. I don't want to go. You know, I've done maps before where I've had 3-4 harvesters running, but it's taken me a while to get there. And the ability to make money, I personally think the ability to make money, and when I say legitimately, it depends how you view that term, was easier, I think, personally, but that's again my personal opinion. It was mentioned by a couple of people actually, a couple of YouTube comments, and some people messaged me directly about bees. The fact that bees aren't worth doing, they're too expensive for the hives, and you don't make enough money on the honey unless you need the honey for a specific product, in which case then you may need to do them, or if you're using them to get a bonus in crop yield or something like that, which is also absolutely accurate. But it's like anything in game, any of the things you're doing, it's a long-term investment. The thing with bees is there's no input. Once you've bought the hives, there is no input. You don't have to put anything in. So whilst it might cost you 19 grand for the beehive initially, the premise being if you kept that beehive for 3, 4, 5 years, if not longer, you're going to recover that money. You will do at some point. But the same could be said of anything in game. Any of the processes, any of the production chains, there are some that make very good money, and you can cover the cost of a production chain or a factory or a production plant fairly quickly. Some you can't. It takes a long time to get that money back. So, you know, the way I look at it is there are no inputs. Once you've placed it, you've put it in, the bees are happy, you're going to be producing honey, you don't need to do anything else with it. The sheep are pretty much the same. Once you've done grass, a bit of grass and a bit of water, they're good to go. They're not heavy on inputs. How did I know it was going to pull out? Can you not see this big tractor, huge tanker, and loads of flashing beacons and strobe lights? Let's turn those off. No one's paying attention to them. The train seems to be a contentious issue as well. Lots of people, it's not running for them. I have been told I need to start a new save game to get the train running. There's not been an update for the map. I don't know why that would be the case. It could be a mod conflict. A lot of people message to say it's running perfectly for them. They've had no issues. So, yeah, again, don't know. You ask a question, you're always going to get a split of answers. Everybody seems to be right, but I don't think everyone can be, I guess. Right, so I need to keep an eye down the bottom right. When that gets down to 200, I shall stop, and then the tanker will go back with whatever's in it. So I'm only selling what I produced, or what I should have produced, I guess. That's actually going up a lot faster than I thought it was going to. The price was right, it was 549, wasn't it? Should only make me about 100,000. No, just over 100,000, won't it, I think? So it should go up to what's that, 122? Something like that. I'm a bit wrong. 549, it'll be a little bit more than that. There we go, 105 grand with a little bit of a bonus for an environmental scored reward. That's what I should have earned. So the rest of this will go back, and I'll pick up the mowers and we'll crack on with that. Now actually I'm looking at the verges here, now I'm wondering, are the verges fully grown yet? Because these have all got meadow grasses and flowers in them. The stuff I cut before hasn't. I'm not sure now. Anyway, I'll crack on. So I've got money to buy a harvester if I need to. I've potentially got enough. We'll see if any more fertilising jobs come on. I don't think we'll get any more now, but we'll see what happens with regard to the bales. Is the county stone picker still sat there? Right, that's that done. Oh, hang on. Don't really want the smell of that coming out, do we? It's not fair to all concerned. There we go. So we want that on the front, that on the back. We're going to want it on swath dropping, and we've got a low pin hitch to low hitch on the baler. Unfold the baler. It's a rig. Suppose we could start up here, I guess. I haven't done these strips here. Is it exciting? I'm not sure now. I'm in panic mode. This should work. Drop the pickup. Oh, hang on. That's what I do need to do. Let's go to that. We need to change it to 150 centimetre bales. It will tell us what our tally is. Toggle work mode, we want that on, there we go, swath dropping. Turn off, no, we want automatic drop on. There's no bale end turner on this one, so it's going to drop them where they are. And then we'll just have to go and collect them, I guess. Are we good to go? Actually, it's a lot wider than I thought it was going to. This is going to be interesting on the main road, isn't it? All we can do is give it a go. Drop that down. Oh, so what I could have done? Could have turned on the baler, couldn't I? There we go. Let's actually pick the grass up we're cutting. No. Hit the fence. Oh, come on. Sorry. Sorry. I haven't got my licence. Let's do it. I can't help saying county, so I know it's a municipality. Just want to say I'm cutting for the county. Need to avoid that. Oh, there's too much traffic. I'll just turn in there, that's alright. And the sign. Come on. What is going on? There's one of his uncles coming on the road. Oh, just hit that sign. Didn't even notice it. Let's go off there. Let's not let me cut some of that. First bail out. Why is that not letting me turn? Whoa. It's not letting me cut all of this. Why? Oh, the other verges all seemed alright. I think it's just because there's a big dip here, isn't it? Where are we going? A bit further over? It's working. And we can keep going, which is great. Whoa, that wraps so fast. That's crazy. Didn't even notice on the first one. Somebody's watching where I was going. That's crazy. What size bales are we doing? Like I said, the last lot were 3 5s. It's funny because I was away when this came out, whichever day it was, when I didn't have internet. And people would message me saying, are you going to use it? Have you tried it? Have you looked at it? And I had it already installed it, had it all good to go, had every intention of using it on here. Okay. Find the culvert. Mower's a lot wider than I thought it was going to be, so it carries on, yeah, 5.5, there we go. 5,500 litre bales. Road sign. Kind of, all that. I remember back on 6 Ashes, when I did a similar sort of thing, when I needed, was I doing silage bales then? And I cut every little verge, and the verges were a lot smaller than this. I went around the map cutting everything I could, every spare bit I could get my hands on. And this is a similar thing. It's available. It's all grass that can be cut. We'll do alright from it. I'm not sure how well we're going to do the other side, because it's more of a ditch all the way. Destroyed about 4 road signs so far. Right, this is now going to continue. Watch the speed of that ramp. That is crazy. Although that's left that by the road. Will traffic go past that, or will that hit it? Oh, traffic's all still going this way. I'm worried it will stop. Can I turn around? Fire station and police station. I think I went to stop in. Let's raise that. Let's raise that. find it. Oh, that's good. Right. I have more to do. Just got to decide where. Let the traffic go. Oh, look at the traffic jam. It's 8:26. We've got rain coming. I'm up to about 63 or 64 bales, and we've still got a long way to go. Bearing in mind, I'm doing 5,500 litre bales, so each bale's 2,000 litres more than the previous ones. This patch here is part of what has been designated the Chamber of Commerce municipality land, which is all that section here, the roadways, which is allowing me to do this. But this section here was fenced off, and this is a bit I was on about. Brenda and Larry came out. They've taken a couple of fence sections out to give us access to it, so we can cut the grass in here. But this is the area I was thinking about for poplars. It's a field-ish kind of area, and we could stick a whole load of poplars in here. It's a potential anyway. It's a thought. So I'm going to mow this. As you can see, there are bales everywhere, and I think we could get more bales than we got last time. I have cut more of the verges. Yeah, fermenting. So, owned by county. Once you put them into our thing. Anyway, last time I did all of this. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'm sure everything will be fine. Of course it will. Let's start that up. Drop that down so we get in. Just an update, just to show you where we're at, what we're doing. I'm probably going to get an auto stack trailer this time rather than do it with the skid steer loader. So not an auto load but an auto stack, I think. What we'll kind of aim for among the trees. Utilise the grass that's available. I'm paying my permit for the privilege of this as well, so if you're looking for some extra bits of land that you can utilise, there is a bit the other side of the railway line, although it goes down into a really big ditch and I'm not sure we're going to be able to mow that. Oh no, there's like a riverbed down the bottom there as well. Probably not. Good thing I'm liking as well with this quick bale, not fast bale, the quick bale. This is by Mark Thor. It's got a very wide pickup, as you can see. If you do a tight turn, it's pretty good at collecting up the stuff in the turn. Look, it's got a nice wide pickup on that, which I'm liking. It's making life far, far easier. Whoa, that's having a bit of a speed burst. It's 10:45. I'm done. I've cut everything I possibly can. We have got bales everywhere. This is our actual grass field up at the farm. We've got quite a few bales in this one actually. Now, actually I need to do some maths because previously I worked out 184 bales, 3,500 litres each bale, comes in at 644,000 litres. I think that was right. Yeah. Now, we're going to check on the bale count. I am amazed how close we got, but the bales are 5,500 litre bales, so whilst we are very close on the bale count, we're going to have way more silage, so we should make more money. So we jump in, 181 bales. So the test isn't a test now because we didn't go over 200. I thought we'd go over 200 bales, and we'd have to see whether or not we could work it through that system. As it turns out, 181, we're absolutely golden. But 181 bales times by 5,500, 995,500 litres of silage. I'm going to turn off now. Close that. Hold that. We did have to. I forgot to do it early on. Did you see? Yes, you did see. I bought some silage additive, so we put silage additive in. I bought a whole pallet, 60 litres, and doing 181 bales. I've barely used any on this baler, but that gives us a 5% increase on our capacity anyway, which is brilliant. Plus, I had to go and refill the case because we nearly ran out of fuel. But we're now on to collection stage, so I'm going to pick them all up. You'll see as we start to drive back, I'm going to take all this gear back. And also I had forgotten to collect on my fertiliser contract. I did it and then didn't collect. So yeah, we're up to 254 grand, which is pretty good. It's going to be a month or so, if not more. Probably a month and a half before these bales are going to be okay for, you see, look, all the way down there, all the way across there, all the way up that road. I mean, basically every side road, everywhere that's owned by the municipality, I've cut everything. I mean, I could probably eke another bale out somewhere, maybe, but some of the bits where the ditches were too deep, I couldn't cut. Oh, that bale is still. Oh, is it because it's still? Oh. Still making the sound like it's rotating. Yeah, bales all up there. Bales right. I'm not sure if this is going to work out better than. Actually, I don't know. It's taken a long time, to be fair, but I don't know. It's that way up of you either cut the grass and leave the swath, and then, like I did before, collect the swath, take it to the baler when I did the gavile, which took a long time, or bale in place, which is what we've been doing here, and then go and collect the bales up later. I actually preferred doing it this way. I just felt you could see what you were achieving as you went, and it actually worked really well. There's a couple of bits still where it wouldn't pick up, wouldn't cut the grass. It cut around it, but not down. I'm going to go and get an auto stack, and I'll probably just do the first load. We'll gather up the first load, but as you've seen, our get rich quick using the quick bale. This thing is an absolute. Why am I not turning? That was weird. This baler, absolutely brilliant. Mark Thor. I know it's just a kind of reworking of the fast bale, but wow, the speed it wraps and everything is absolutely brilliant. So spot on. Let's go and get these collected. I'm not going to get onto the poplars today. There's no way. I'm not joking. This has been how many hours have I been sat here now doing this baling? Well, I mean, whoa, that keeps happening. Might be the weight of the gear. I'm playing in real time, so yeah, whatever the time was between when I started and now. So yeah. Oh, I've got the Anderson. Is it RBM Pro? RBM 2000. When I said I've got bales everywhere, you're about to see. This will hold 24 bales. It's going to take me a while, but part and parcel of the job. I think I've got some here. Yep. I've got to make sure. Well, I'll know actually, because I had 181 bales. If I get to a point where I've put bales into my bale storage and there aren't 181, then I know I've missed bales somewhere, because some that came out are sitting in amongst thick bushes and stuff like that, and it's difficult to see where they all are. But like I say, there are some bits. If I've just put on single mower at the front and folded the butterfly up, somewhere around there, I probably could have eked another bale out, maybe another couple of bales, but everything that could be done, it will earn us some money. Let's just fold that for a minute. We'll go on the road through the housing estate. You'll see through here. Hopefully, there we go. Down to the sawmill. We've got them everywhere. Just I thought, when I get this up, because I've done the field, haven't I? I didn't give myself a lot of room in front of my bale storage. I'm probably going to have to back this down. I've only given myself a very narrow pathway. Didn't even cross my mind when I was sorting the field out when I was putting the flax in. the leasing of the equipment for doing this will more than pay for itself. I've just got to hope the silage price comes up a bit. The Dominator's gone any lower. If it does, it does. I've got more silage to sell this time, although we've got less bales, but that's the beauty of changing the bale size. Not sure I haven't missed any. So much as I've always said it, I don't mind doing jobs like this. I'll spend hours because I love playing the game. So doing jobs, if I play the game, well, I do it for hours on end anyway. But I'm getting a real headache today. I don't know why. I think that's all of them. Got a load more to do down the bottom, but. A lot of traffic again. Right, I'll see you back up at the farm when I've got a full load of 24, and I'll get on with it. First 24. Coming in. I'm going to have to back it in. Just got to remember where the unload point is as well. It's going to be interesting. The rest I am going to do off camera. I need to get some painkillers. So this is probably where I'm going to end this. I was thinking maybe trying to edit it down and get some poplars done, but not, I don't think. Yeah, I didn't really think this through, did I? Give myself a yard and put my bale thing on the end. I should have... I think what I might do for next year is we'll plough this section through so the field's open a bit more there, and then I might open this section out from there once the harvest's done, bring that down, have that more of a sort of apron for turning, because yeah, it's going to be tricky. I need to make sure I come right in tight here. I'm giving myself a lot of room in front of these either, but I'm sure we'll make it work. I've got narrows on the tractor, so I want to be about 2/3 of the way down, I think about there. Let's try it. So we'll hop out. That should be telling us somewhere. Oh, keeps appearing and then disappearing. There we go. No, that's the vehicle. Okay, 24 bales. Right, brilliant. 5,500 litre, 24 in. I've got a load more to do. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's baling here, and I've done baling before. It's a different way of doing it, a different way of looking at it. I wanted to try out the ultimate bale pack. I wanted to try out the quick bale, which has worked. We had a fertilising contract we did as well. We sold the slurry, and I've kind of sorted that situation out. Yeah. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.